who has been terrible to them.
Yeah, why even bother? I mean, isn't the cycle of humanity...
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Matteo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But...
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other, even as our universe...
That's not exactly what... Keeper, when you talk about unity, well... Does it mean anything?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside. Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly...
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will be. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every... This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again? Or at least his grave. Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story. The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Captain on deck. Security scanners, chemical sniffers. United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but
A visitor?
it's changed.
I have... He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Perhaps you should hear us out before you decide to cast judgment.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe. That is the truth.
Anything you could tell us would be tremendously helpful.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a... Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the Great Serpent.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah?
Let me know if I can help
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing... Oh, we're not...
We don't mean to be intrusive. Any information...
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a unity. Our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus has described. A man walks into the first house of enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them if your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality. What about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem. It's part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own script. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it. Besides what the Keeper would say about it? Sounds like a gap. Or in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help, but that's about all I've got. Hope you find...
Is there a type of weapon combat tech that won't be?
Working at the office of Interscope.
Howdy.
Well, you're back. What did you... If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, what else did you learn? Yes, what he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, was there anything else? Planets are often named by number. Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just... Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrims resting. And from there, maybe you'll find the true... Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be... I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you... And once you know, what will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds the belief that you will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the end. When one is lost, looking in. So you're committed to keeping yourself from seeing unity as anything other than...
We're following standard scientific-based protocols. Constellation's been doing it for decades.
Well, I won't keep you any...
All's well, Captain. All things considered.
How have you been?
Rise and shine.
Whoever lived at this homestead seemed to have settled in for the long haul. Hey there. Time to get moving. Captain? Time to die!
not sure if we would have made it out of there. Anyway, we can repay you. That's really impressive. You take care out there.
Hello, Captain.
How are you, Dusty?
Had a good sleep?
What an incredibly beautiful sculpture. I suspect it was placed here for some sort of specific purpose rather than as an artistic statement.
know when you're...
It can't be. I knew I made the right choice in letting you go. You did. You should come aboard. There's another Starborn here who is very interested in...
I can speak for myself. Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. I will personally guarantee your safety.
And think of it as a ceasefire.